What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David. If you have had a spiritual awakening, you probably have had a third eye awakening or third eye opening, and you may have some third eye opening questions. So today I'm going to give 3 third eye opening experiences, things that happened to me after I opened my third eye, in the hopes of helping you answer some of your third eye opening questions. So let's go. If you are new to the channel and this type of content resonates with you, please smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials that I post. Also, if you want to see more videos on anything related to a spiritual awakening, the Great Awakening 2020, moving from 3D to 5D consciousness, we've got it all here at Lightways. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Remember to have a look around in the description box below. We've got a free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance, as well as some one-on-one coaching. Let's get into the video. My third eye opening experience. Now, when we use the term third eye, we think sight, because we're using the term eye, but your third eye represents all of your clairs. So clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairscent, which is one I just started experiencing within the last 3 months or so. Clairscent is where you're able to perceive the smell of an object or a consciousness or something that is not in your immediate physical surroundings. The last one is clairtangency. Actually, I had to look that one up. And it's the ability to pick up an object and read its energy and get some insight into its history, that type of thing. I don't have any experience with that one. But here are 3 of my third eye opening experiences. Yes, there's way more than 3. But we'll leave some for a future video. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to be asking you guys for some help on that future video. So for my first third eye opening experience, I'm going to list a palpable and visceral connection with the consciousnesses on the other side of the veil. So our physical eyes are made for our physical world, our 3D world, which means our physical eyes, typically, I think we only are able to perceive less than 1% of the entire light spectrum. So there are consciousnesses around us 24/7. I call them consciousnesses. Let's just call it what it is. There are entities, beings, spirits. These types of words freak people out, but it is what it is, and they're around us 24/7. But what this also means is that once your third eye is open, you are able to make a very palpable connection with your spirit guides, your ancestral guides, your higher self, your team in the unseen. And when that open, clear, palpable communication is established, you get this amazing sense of inner peace, of comfort, because you know you're not alone, and you're receiving knowledge and insight that you couldn't know yourself from outside of your physical brain. So you get this sense of protection, guidance, insight. Your intuition gets super strong. So it's a very calming relationship, because you feel like you have a group of friends that are always guiding and protecting you. This is why meditation is so important, because your third eye acts as a medium to the higher dimension. So you receive higher intelligence when you're in a relaxed state. So when you're in meditation, you're in a state of receiving, and when you're receiving higher intelligence from higher dimensions, life gets a lot easier, because you're almost kind of getting the answers to the test, so to speak. Your third eye also allows you to pull in higher vibrational energy through your body, into your aura, into your energy body, clearing and cleansing your aura, opening up all of your chakras. You're filtering that higher vibrational white light energy through your chakras. You're also able to filter that white light energy through the cells of your body and your organs. Now, remember, the cells of your body have consciousness. So the cells of your body are going to respond in like vibration to the white light energy that you're filtering through them, which has an amazing healing effect. I have to find some of these studies that I've read, but science has proven that people that have a daily meditative practice don't get sick nearly as often as people that don't, and they surely don't get diseases nearly as often. Think about that word, dis-ease, and then think about someone in meditation. Well, they're at ease. Dis-ease would mean stress. You're not at ease. Dis-ease, stress. Stress causes disease. But if you're at ease, then you're not stressed, which means you don't have dis-ease. For my second third eye opening experience, I will say that you step into a hyper responsive reality. When your third eye is open, you notice that your life responds very quickly to your thoughts, your intentions. It's giving you immediate feedback. So immediate feedback, an example of that would be, let's say, the answer to a question that you've been pondering just kind of comes into your mind and you immediately get goosebumps. And that is the confirmation that that answer is correct. Maybe that came from your higher self or your team in the unseen. So you get that immediate confirmation. Your manifestations happen a lot faster. In other words, you experience the timeline that you wish to experience a lot faster. You get a much clearer understanding of the meaning of signs. So I know a lot of you guys out there have had a spiritual awakening. You start to get a bunch of signs. Maybe you're seeing, repeating numbers everywhere, or your birthday, or white feathers, or whatever it is, and you don't know how to interpret that. When your third eye is open, you immediately get the insight and download as to what those signs mean, and you feel the meaning of those signs in your heart. You know it's true. It just, you know what you know. So there's a different level of clarity. When your third eye is open, I would say that your sight becomes omnipresent. So you feel connected to everything. You can see energy. You are sensing and receiving information from everything. You can feel people's thoughts and intentions. For my third eye experience, I'm going to say you see through the illusion of the material plane, through the illusion of the man-made. You can spot ego-based behavior a mile away. You can see through ego-based structures, systems, paradigms like glass, because you spend less time operating from the 3D ego and more time observing the typical behaviors of the 3D ego. You're not operating from a place of incompleteness or neediness when you're operating from your third eye, a higher plane. At least for me, I feel like I'm connected to all of the happiness, joy, love, and abundance that there is, of which I'm also a part. So in other words, I self-identify as all of those things. So I don't have to take any manipulative means to have my emotional needs met. Now, this is going to upset a lot of narcissists in your life. When you open up your third eye, they will be upset because you will now be able to see through their ego-based, manipulative nonsense, and they're not going to be able to feed off of that emotional charge that they used to get from you before you woke up, because you're going to see through their BS belief system. So when you're operating from the 3D, you are very much aware when there is a 3D ego in your physical environment that believes it's incomplete and needs something from you. And this allows you to set very clear boundaries. Now, question of the day. Do you have a third eye opening experience? If so, please, please, please leave your third eye opening experience in the comments below,